Unit 2, Similarity, Terms to Know, Euclidean Metric. The psychological distance metric between a pair of objects when the comparison is being made along integral perceptual dimensions. All the dimensions are included simultaneously in the distance calculation. City block metric. The psychological distance metric between a pair of objects when the comparison is being made along separable perceptual dimensions. Each dimension is included separately in the distance calculation. Domain general. A domain general construct is a psychological construct that operates the same way in different domains. Visual and auditory similarity, for example, may work in the same abstract way. Lexical decision task. A lexical decision task is a task in which letter strings that are either words or non-words are presented visually to a subject, and the subjects must decide as quickly as possible if the string is a word or a non-word. Reaction time to respond is usually measured. Minimality assumption. An assumption of the geometric model that states that nothing can be more similar to an object than it is to itself. Self-similarity is the maximum similarity and therefore the minimum distance. Multidimensional scaling, MDS. A computational technique that takes pairwise ratings of similarity and calculates the resulting psychological space of the entire set of objects. Objects that are similar will appear to be near each other in the plotted psychological space. Objects that are dissimilar will appear to be far from each other in plotted psychological space. Pairwise similarity, a similarity rating between two pairs of objects. Problem space. According to Newell and Simon, 1972, the problem space is the arrangement of the current state, the goal, the obstacles to reaching that goal, and the operators that allow one to reach the goal. Solving a problem is a process of moving through the problem space from the initial state to the goal state. Separable dimensions. Perceptual dimensions or features that can be perceived separately, like height and width. Spreading activation. A theory about how facts and concepts are connected in long-term memory. In a spreading activation mode, activation, assumed to excite neurons, spreads from one active node in the network, presumably the concept that one is thinking about, to other similar concepts. These other similar nodes and concepts can then become active as well. Surface similarity. Similarity between two objects or things that is caused by the two objects sharing features at a surface level, like visual features. Symmetry assumption. An assumption of the standard geometric model, which assumes that the similarity of two objects should not change as a condition of comparison order. Object A is just as similar to object B as object B is to object A. Triangle inequality assumption. An assumption of the standard geometric model that states that for a set of three objects in psychological space, the additive psychological distance between two pairs of stimuli must be greater than or equal to the distance between any one pair of stimuli.